everybody. I'm Arthur. And I'm Buster. Welcome back to my podcast. If you are just joining, welcome. Today we'll be talking about my 8th DVD, Arthur's Pet Business. This DVD includes Arthur's Pet Business, DW the Copycat, and Pet Peeved. First, let's talk about Arthur's Pet Business, which is episode 5A. This episode starts out with me looking through the pet shop window. The puppies were so cute. I thought I should have one too. It could be very helpful. In the imagination sequence, Kate was seen in a tree. Mom was worried how she would get down. I came to the rescue with a collie. It rescued Kate. The collie licked my face. Back to reality, a dog named Perky growled at me. After the title card was read, I was seen cutting out pictures of dogs. DW entered the scene singing, "Arthur wants a dog." I told her not to say anything because I was waiting for just the right moment to ask Mom and Dad. At dinner, it was not the right moment. Wow, DW can be such a blabbermouth. Yeah. Anyway, Dad said that a puppy was a big responsibility. I told him all the things I would do with it. He and Mom would think about it. Then DW was like, "That means no." Yeah. Anyway, the scene transitions to Mom and Dad talking about their new carpet. They sure were worried about it. Suddenly the door opened. They decided I may have a puppy if I can take care of it. The thing was, I had to show them I was responsible enough to do it. The scene then transitions to me wondering how I was going to prove I was responsible. DW told me I could get a job. Then I could pay back the $7 I owe her. I wondered what kind of job I could get. Then I was at the playground with my friends. Buffy suggested I could work for her dad, because he was looking for a new car salesman. Binky suggested I could get a job at Joe's junkyard crushing old cars. Francine suggested that I should do something that I like. That gave me an idea. If I take care of other people's pets, Mom and Dad will know I can take care of my own. Back at home, Francine and I were making signs to advertise my new business. I bet I know what your business was called. Arthur's Pet Business. Yes, simple but sweet. That's what I was going for. Anyway, the scene transitions to my family giving away signs to people we know. Back at home, I was waiting by the phone. I wanted it to ring. Mom entered the scene to tell me to get ready for bed. Then the phone rang. After I talked, I ran to Dad to tell him I got my first customer. I was going to watch Mrs. Wood's dog Perky while she was on vacation and earn $10. Isn't Perky the same dog you saw in the beginning of this episode? Yes. Fun fact, Perky is also known as Jaws. Anyway, I went to Mrs. Wood's house. Perky was growling. Mrs. Wood said she hasn't been herself lately. Then she gave me Perky's schedule and a list of things she doesn't like. Mrs. Wood will be back next Sunday. The scene then transitions to me doing homework. The timer dinged. It was time for her brushing. Then the scene transitions to DW drinking milk from a carton and me brushing Perky 100 times. Then the scene transitions to me and my family having dinner when the timer dinged again. I gave Perky her dinner of 1 tablespoon of gourmet chicken, a 1/4 tablespoon of liver, the very exact middle of a cheeseburger, no pickle, and a cherry on top. She didn't accept it. Let me guess. You forgot the parsley. I did. Anyway, the scene transitions to me and my family watching Bionic Bunny on TV. The timer dinged again. Then the scene transitions to me taking a bath. The timer dinged yet again. Then the scene transitions to me laying out Perky's mat for her to sleep on. I flattened it to make sure it was perfect for her. Then the scene transitions to Perky eating while I watched her. DW entered the scene to tell me Prunella was here and wanted me to take care of her ant farm. So the scene transitions to Prunella giving me the ant farm and the music because Tuesday night was their barn dance. Then DW noticed a lot of people outside the house. My ads worked. Then the scene transitions to a lot of animals in the house. I told Dad I would work on all the schedules. Somehow. I bet it was utter chaos. You bet right. I mean, frogs were in the bathtub where DW was taking. Kate was playing with the ant farm, and a snake wrapped around Mom's legs. It was crazy. So then the scene transitions to me and DW putting all the animals in the basement. The timer dinged again, which meant it was time for me to walk Perky. Before I did that, though, I asked DW if she would like to be my assistant. Except you would pay her $3 a week. Well, she said she would do anything for me, for money. Anyway, I walked with Perky, and the mailman walked past us and wondered why Perky was so angry. I thought I did everything right. So the scene transitions to me checking my dog care book. I did do everything right. Except she was even more unfriendly, wasn't she? Oh, was she ever? Anyway, the scene transitions to DW telling me I get rid of Perky and collect $10. But the thing was, I thought I didn't deserve the money because I wrecked dogs. Then Mom and Dad entered the scene to tell me that Mrs. Wood was on her way over. I went to get Perky, but she was gone. My family and I searched and searched. She wasn't downstairs or outside. At that point, I knew I should never have a dog. Then the doorbell rang. It was Mrs. Wood. DW told her the bad news. Then I told everyone to come to the living room because Perky had puppies. It was no wonder she was acting so strange. Yeah. Anyway, Mrs. Wood gave me the money and my very own puppy, just for me to keep and to take care of. And what did you name your puppy? Well, Pal, of course. But didn't DW want you to name the puppy $10? Yeah. Why? Because that's what I owe her. $7 plus $3 for being my assistant. I gave a smile to the camera, and that's how the episode ends.